Halo, halo, dzień dobry. Good morning. How are you today? Top form? Ready for flying? Okay, guys, welcome on the day 14th pilots briefing. I'm very sad to say that this is the last briefing of this pilot briefing of this competition. So thank you very much for your participation, for your support. It was really great pleasure for me to be with you. So now we come to the timing of the day. So grid officially is already open since 9:30 on runway 30. Grid time we scheduled for 11:50, and we expect launches to begin at 12. Important information. After so many days of heavy rains, our aerodrome is soggy. So pay attention to this fact during takeoffs and landings. And area between glider parking and runway is very soft. So grid location, and Marian, you will.
Okay, about grid location and procedures for today. First of all, we decided to make an area for towing planes for landing on that side, or left side of the grid, because this is soft part of the airfield, and there would be no problem with landing. But this part is very soft and wet, and I will show you on another slide what does it mean for landings, okay? But for the procedure of starting, remember that on that side we'll have landing area for towing planes. So it means that no activity in this part of airfield will be taken during the starts, okay? And for the gliders who need to land during starts, this part of airfield is in good condition. It is far from the grid. This is the problem, but there is only one part of the airfield in this region to be good for landings. So this starts. I think that this procedure was used before. So, but this glider landing area is not actual. As I said, this part of airfield is for gliders landing during start procedures. Expected landings will be on runway 12 and about the condition of airfield. This part is soft and wet, this part is soft and wet, and this part near the parking glider parking is also soft and wet. It means no short landings, no turning to the parking, okay? The best field for landings is of course the main central runway. So long landings and teams for taking gliders from the airfield in this region, okay? As soon as possible, let's take your gliders from the airfield of the main runway, like in Previtsa, for example. Another part good for landing is this northern part. So if there is no enough space here, let's land here, along with this border of the airfield, okay? From let's say 1/3 of the longitude of the airfield, there is a soft but rather dry. Okay, it is good for landing, especially on afternoon. It would be in good shape for landing, and you can go also to the end of the airfield. Try to not land here. It will be not better on afternoon. Yes.
Okay, this procedure can be only introduced when all gliders in the class have the possibility to relaunch. And unfortunately, in our classes, there are few gliders either without engine or, for example, with a fast engine, which is not suitable for relaunch, self-relaunch. So, unfortunately, we cannot introduce this procedure for our classes. Sorry.
And one question here: do you think it is good idea to mark for landings this part, or rather not to have any obstacles on the runway? Maybe we placed at the beginning the marks for starting. Okay, so just the flat white sheet of something. Okay, at the beginning you will see where is the beginning of this soft area.
Okay, the tasks for all the classes will be announced at 10:30 at the team captain's briefing, which will be held here in this room. One more thing from Wojtek.
Actually, two more things. Just reminder that make sure that you have latest airspace file, which was published a few days ago, but it was not used yet. So make sure your airspace file is version 4. Of course, those of you who are using the daily airspace, the daily airspace is of course updated normally. Okay, so today is last competition day. This means that the protest time and complaint time is reduced to 2 hours after the publication on unofficial results. This timing is very strict, and also this timing will decide the prize giving ceremony. It depends on this time. So I'd like to ask all of you to cooperate with the prompt delivery of flight logs, because this is the prerequisite for me to make the scores as fast as possible. So please make sure that after landing you deliver the scores. I would ask you really, deliver the file first, then demount your glider and put it in the trailer. First deliver the log files so I can work with them and we can start counting these 2 hours. Then you have time to demount your gliders, put it in the trailer and so on. So please deliver the log files very fast as possible. If you have any trouble with sending the email or anything, just bring the SD card to my office, which is upstairs, and I will read your card immediately, and this will be much faster when you're trying to fix your email with the computer and so on. So if any trouble, I'm happy to get your SD card, and this will also make delivery of log files much faster. Thank you.
Okay, Meteo.
Could you announce it by WhatsApp when unofficial result will be published? The time? Okay.
Good morning in the last day of competition, of our competition. Okay, so let's start from the general situation. At last we have Western flux. During today the two fronts are forecast above the Poland. One of them is good mark here. It's this occlusion. During the day we'll be moving east-southeast, and here we have weak or not active cold frontal system. Okay, at 850 hectopascals you can see much colder or cooler air on the northwestern part, and also the already cooler mass above the Poland with the let's say rich pattern over 850 pascals, and also at 700 hectopascals with warm and dry zone. It is clearly see at the humidity map. This is 800. This is 700 hectopascal. As you see at 800, 500 hectopascals, we have three main zones of the humidity. One is located above our area and east of us. Another one is stretched in the central part of the Poland, and the third one is connected with this frontal structure, frontal system on the north western part. Okay, so with the forecast soundings, one from the Stalowa Wola as usual, and the second one from the Kielce. As you see, this is for 11 local time. In Kielce, we have quite humid zone here. This is the cirrus clouds. We can later see on the satellite image, and quite dry zone above the Stalowa Wola with humidity, with humid area of humid zone approximately about 5,000 to 6,000 feet. Okay, later during the day, also this quite area, quite humid zone in the Kielce, also connected with cirrus clouds, and humid zone like here in Stalowa Wola, approximately from 5 to 6,000 feet. Okay, this is for Stalowa Wola. Okay, so what does it mean? Generally, this is the low clouds forecast for today. We see that there's definitely more at the morning, more clouds here in the eastern part, but later during the day, also the cumulus will appear also here in this area and also here, but between these two zones, there is this dry intrusion or dry zone, and I expect that it won't be any clouds or just the cumulus, and but in this area will be the good conditions, but mainly it will be the dry thermals over there. And as you see, this structure will be stretched in the axis of the wind, because for today we expect west to northwest winds. This is for the 11 local time. As you see, 10 to 15 knots, almost on every high. Later at 17, later during the day, with increase of the wind speed, but the wind direction will be still from west northwest. Okay, let's come back to the. Okay, what's more important? There will be the cirrus zone clouds during all the day, and the more clouds will be in the western part than the eastern part of our area or generally, but also this area of the clouds also during the day will be moving east quite slowly, but okay. So about the weather generally, thermic in our area from 11 local time up to 6, maximum 7. I think it's 6. It will be end of the local time. No significant weather. Good visibility. QNH 1012 hectopascals and 0 isotherm. It's not 26,000 meters. It's 2,600 meters. Okay, so for 2,400 to 2,600 meters. Okay, so and the clouds. At the beginning, quite a big area of altocumulus clouds in the eastern part of the Poland, slowly dissolving, and from 11, some few to scattered cumulus clouds, generally during the day, to scattered cumulus clouds. At the beginning, approximately more than 1,000, 1,200, and 300 meters. During the day, I think it should be maximum approximately 1,600 or 1,800 meters. But remember about this dry zone, in the middle of area. Top clouds up to 2,000 meters, and also remember about these cirrus clouds with the western part, or moving from the west to the east of area. Okay, so I mentioned about this. Okay, so I would like to show you something more. I was pleased to tell or to explain, to comment general the weather situation during this competition, what has happened during this competition, and I prepared a few slides. So generally, if we look for the temperatures, this red line is the temperature this year. This blue one is from last year, and green one is from the 2017. And also we can see how many rains falls during these years. So it shows that this year is, I'd say, abnormally wet. I told you that no. I told you that 2 or 3 days ago, in 21 hours, falls more than 100 millimeters of rain for 20 hours. During 2 days, it will be more than 120, 130 millimeters of wet. It means that it's more than 20% of annual rains noticed on this area just in 2 days. So it's absolutely abnormal situation. And as you see, it was quite let's say chill, not so hot as usually in the previous years. What's more, this slide or this graphic on the bottom shows the main direction of the wind direction, and also connected with this is connected with the direction. And what is showing here, so from 10 days we had the eastern on southeastern advection on this area. It is not the normal thing. It's rather, I say, odd or weird situation, because generally it happened that we have eastern advection or southeastern advection, but generally it lasts 3 to 4 days, not the 9 or 10 days. So this is from the situation from this year. This is from 2017. As you see, quite typical is that we have western, northwestern, or southwestern advection. Also, there are days with this southwestern advection. This is from the 2017. This is from 2015. Here we had the situation when we also had the northeast situation, but it lasts 2 or 3 days, not the 9 or 10 days as we had this month. So even if we look for the windrows, so as you see, the typical advection is from west, northwest, southwest, not from the east or southeast. So this is normal situation. This is not normal situation for our our area. So I think that you understand that we experienced not normal situation, and what can I say more? I think that we just had bad luck. I cannot find another explanation about this situation. Okay, jeszcze also the satellite image. Okay. Okay, so we are here. As you see, the area of this medium altocumulus clouds moving east quite slowly. Also, as you see, the cumulus had already developed in the western part. here we have the area of this cirrus moving east, and this is the Kielce area. And as I said, quite a good cumulus condition in that area, also below the cirrus, and with dry zone somewhere between those 2 points, also moving during the day in east. Okay, so thank you for everything. Good luck.
Okay, guys. We still have not resolved the issue of flag. We were very successful to get back the entry codes to our coffee machine. So please try harder to find it. I mean the FAI flag. One very serious remark, as some gliders were disassembled, now they are assembled again. Please make sure that you check them before flight properly. I know that this is the obvious thing, but I will feel better if I do everything to make sure that the walk around is done properly. Last but not least, I really encourage you to leave your autographs on the sponsor display, because we would like to have the autographs of all those exceptional people who came to us for 2 weeks, and you did a lot of interesting things, and you also brought an exceptional weather. So, guys, thank you very much, and have a good flight today. One more advert. Who is the owner of this cable extension? It's here available. Thank you.